yeah, anyway, I was kind of like, I'm still like looking at um, the light, and it's the time of day. I'm in the hospital right now. I'm in the hospital right now. Anyway, I have a little bit of laryngitis. Laryngitis, I don't believe a thing about it. Anyway, amazing. Yeah, anyway, so like, I was like, focusing my attention, my direction on similarities of congestive types of restrictive um, circulation in the way of what congestive means and the different types of congestive throughout the entire body of the similarities. And when the immune system is part of the congestive side of the immune system itself, just kicking in as a defense mechanism, as like producing a bunch of white blood cells, or maybe even something that would be perceived. Sometimes some of the information is kind of like provided, and one of them is kind of like the high cholesterol thing and plaque buildup in the blood vessel. Um, it's kind of like suggested that that's information normally used associated directly with blood circulation inside the blood vessel, um, about plaque buildup. My thing about that is that um, I'm to the point now that would more than likely include even digestion in the intestines. Um, the same principle of like circulation is there, and yet the buildup is likewise still happening. So the circulation of a bloodstream, which is consistent, isn't stopping any buildup of like what plaque is on the walls and lining of the inside of the blood vessel. And like with digestion, it's not necessarily a consistent in the way like a bloodstream is. And sometimes I wonder, some of the information, um, like with plaque buildup, because there's something about that. I'm thinking. I mean, well, how could it not be something of plaque? And if a diet is really the factor, um, or what promotes proper digestion in a way of what is considered to be the perfect thing about it, right? And the Reader's Digest thing, and combination of um, what is required for if a probiotic. There was something about a probiotic that seemed to promote better digestion. Um, the thing with this is that with probiotic, um, if it's assumed that at random consumption of like food and beverage, it's going to produce a combination of just food as a diet, or what carbohydrates and certain factors of sodium, and um, even certain types of fat, um, or any fluid base. Back in the um, very early '80s was pretty much the end of when I was really kind of seeing and hearing quite a bit. It was normally a visual on like ingredients for like any product of food consumption and beverage consumption, that would normally, like in everyone's mind, be an automatic FDA approved type of situation, was the three additives, preservatives, and byproducts. Okay, um, and there was something about what was going on in combination with all that stuff about three. It's phenomenally, ridiculously, like additives, preservatives, and products was focusing on only three. I don't know if I would even call them categories. Um, because like when I started like, getting into linguistics and really getting into um, even acronyms, abbreviations, or normally it's only three or four letters of the alphabet for an acronym, and normally that's almost the standard, virtually every single time. Anything beyond or before that is maybe not some sort of idea of a, I don't know if I would even call it a tolerance or the standard of requirement as absolutes. Anything beyond that would be, maybe going a little bit beyond what standard in communications and language really is. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, I'm taking a break. And nurses in here, yeah.